Hi, I'm Tracy Vasquez with Sweet Stamping. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you how to make this happy birthday banner birthday card. As you can see, I made a banner for it. It pops out. Got some balloons in the background. I've used old olive for the banner and pumpkin pie for the main part of the card. Okay, I'm going to begin by building the banner. In one video, I've already showed you how to make a colorful happy birthday stamp image. Okay, so right now we are going to use our Simply Scored scoring tool, and I will score my banner. I am going to score it at 1.5 inches, and that is where this marker is at, and then 1/4 inch in at 1 3/4. I'm going to score it at 5 1/8, and then in again another 1/4 inch, which is 4 7/8. Okay, then I will push the banner in. Actually, I will bend it, and then I'll bend it in on the outer scoring areas, and then I will push it back on the innermost scored areas. And then I will just push it under like that. Push it under the banner area. And then my happy birthday will be able to sit on there very neat and pretty. But first, I am going to cut out a triangle. So I will do this right here. I'm just going to simply cut into it on an angle from the corner, and then cut into it on the angle from the corner again, and then again on the other side. As you can see, it's not perfect, and that's okay. That's the fun part of making something, is it doesn't have to be perfect. Because when you make it from your heart. You don't make it to be perfect. Okay, then I'm going to use my snail adhesive and make 3 lines down. I like to use the snail. I like for it to stick real good. And I'm just going to push that right on the top there. Make sure it's nice and aligned. Okay. Okay, so my banner is made. Now that I have that made, I can begin on the background of the card. I used Whisper white textured cardstock for this part. And I've already pre-cut everything, so that way it's ready to go. A little time saver. Okay, so for my balloon, I got it from the Crazy for Cupcakes stamp set. I'm going to use the balloon, and I'm going to use Pacific Point color. It is from the Brights collection. And I'm going to just stamp up my whole balloon. This part is not tricky. I do like for it to go off of the page a little bit, or off of the cardstock a little bit. This one, I'm going to make the balloon up a little bit more so that way we can see more of the balloon on the bottom. I'm going to put this one up here like this. And another one down here, coming out of the corner. And then we'll do another one coming off of the cardstock up here. Okay, so when we look at it by itself, this is how it looks. And we could even put another one over to the side just so it looks like it's coming off the page. There's lots of balloons at birthday parties. Okay. Then for It's Your Birthday, I am going to use Happiest Birthday Wishes. And this is a Hostess set. And It's Your Birthday comes out of the Happiest Birthday Wishes. So for this color, I'm going to use Real Red. Real Red is a beautiful color. Sometimes I like to look on the back and make sure I do not have any color along here, because if you press too hard, then the color makes an outline on the cardstock around this, and I don't really like that. You can use a rag or a cloth or something. So this one's Real Red, and then I'm just going to push this down on here, and this is the tricky part, because you want it to be straight, and usually mine is not, and if it's not, that's okay too. So I'm going to push that down, make sure I get all of it. Woo! Pretty straight. Looks good this time. So as you can see, oh no, it's crooked. From my angle, it looks straight. Anyhow, that's okay. I'm going to put this one away. Then I'm going to pull out my pumpkin pie cardstock. And I'm going to also pull out again my Simply Scored scoring tool. And this one, I just want to get it in the center of my cardstock. So since my cardstock is 8.5 in length, because I used an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, since it's supposed to be 8.5 in length, I'm going to do 4.25. Just going to push it all the way down. I'm going to close it shut, just like that. And then from there, I am going to use my snail adhesive.
Hey, Mommy.
And this is part 2 of how to make this happy birthday card. My daughter walked in and needed some attention, so I had to abruptly stop the last video. Okay, so we had made our banner. We had began our card, the cardstock, the main card. And then I had also stamped my balloon images onto my Whisper white textured cardstock. I had also used my snail adhesive. This is how far I've gotten. Snail adhesive to adhere my white cardstock to my pumpkin pie cardstock. And I'm going to simply do that right now since it's ready to go. Try to get it aligned. Okay. Then I'm going to put this on here, and I feel like putting it on at an angle because I stamped these at an angle, but that's okay. Could bring it down a little lower, but then that's even more noticeable. Okay, so what I'm going to do is use my snail adhesive for my banner sides. I'm not going to put it in the middle because I do want it to pop like this. Okay. Put that to the side. It's always easier to work when things are cleaned up. And I'm just going to push those in so that way I can get it centered and then it will pop. Because if I pull it out too much, it's not going to pop that much. Sorry, that's taking me forever. I feel like my finger was stuck. Okay. Wow, that looks goofy. Okay, let's do it again. All right, we want it to be centered, yet still want it to make sense. Sometimes these flaps on the side, the banner sides, they need to be adjusted a little bit up and down. Okay, there we go. Here is our happy birthday banner card, and creating this little pop in the center for an extra three-dimensional look. All right, visit my site at www.sweetstamping.com for more great ideas. Thank you for joining me.